Hello candidates, I am going to dictate you a passage based on Drdo stenographer. So please get ready for the dictation. The dictation will start after 15 seconds. You may be aware that earlier we have given in writing that there are two types in airborne early warning and control system. The Air Force has already ordered one, which is for the longer range. What we are developing in India is for the range of 300 kilometers for 3D surveillance with active antenna, for which we have developed TR modules and capabilities. It will be based on one of the smaller platforms, which could be an executive jet or some such platform. The project has been sanctioned by the Cabinet Committee in December 2004. We are expecting the radar development to get completed by 2009. I mean the prototype unit through the laboratory testing, and that we have to integrate it with the aircraft. In the aircraft, there is not only the radar but also the electronics warfare systems packages specifically configured for it. There are a couple of other surveillance related issues, including the SATCOM linkages and data linkages. The project schedule is for 2011. These are actually built like rigs. It is like a test rig, of which one of the important elements is radar development. We have taken up the radar development work. It is the joint work of 5 laboratories: Center for Airborne System, Radar Laboratory, Defense Avionics and Research Laboratory, Electronic Warfare Systems. The Air Force has contracted for 3 airborne warning and control systems. These are based on IL-76 platforms. They have got 360-degree coverage rather than the limited coverage the Drdo AWACS have. That will have 240-degree coverage, whereas this one has 360 degrees. The critical design reviews are over. The present system, which has been contracted, that is what I am talking about. First aircraft will be delivered in December 2007, second aircraft in September 2008, and third in March 2009. The Government Committee on Airspace Management had recommended that 25 additional radars be acquired. Earlier, the requirement was 75, and it has gone up with the reserves to 107. It is aerostat. Out of the total requirement of 13, we have inducted 2, and the balance would be inducted after we find that the aerostats are successful. This is just an indication of what is the convergence at medium and high level over the entire country with our medium power radars. You will notice that in the central and peninsular India, there is a gap which exists. At a height of 10,000 feet, with the same radars that are available, there are significant gaps available all over the country. This is the coverage on the border by the low-level transportable radars This indicates that we do not have any defense in depth for our limited area defense list. As you will see, it is just sufficient to cover the border area only, but there is no scope for redundancy and there is no defense in depth for our in-depth vital areas on vital points. This is the point which the committee may like to kindly consider. The induction that are planned are the medium power radars. A total of 15 plus 8 medium power radars are planned. These are low-level transportable radars. A total of 19 is pending presently with the Ministry of Defense. It is low-level lightweight radars. We have planned to induct 39. We have inducted 3. We are carrying out trials, and once these are proved successful, we can induct the rest. CAR is the Central Acquisition Radars. These are planned to be made indigenously by BEL. There is a requirement of 7 radars. This is Indira 2. 6 are being manufactured indigenously. It is upgraded and a high power radar. It is THT-55 which is being undertaken. I find the honorable members repeatedly asking these questions. There are 2 or 3 radars. One is weapon locating radar which got mentioned. I want to tell you that we have jointly taken up with BEL primarily for locating long range mortars, guns and artillery. Actually, when this letter of intent was given by Ministry of Defense to DRDO as well as BEL, we are involved right from day one. We actually developed certain parts of the radar, so we are involved. Now the prototype is ready. It is going for evaluation now, and we are confident that the radar will work. After all, in any new development, there could be a small hiccups which we set right, software glitches and things like that. Then it can be corresponding. As of now, a 1-year period is taken for summer trials and winter trials. The second important radar is the 3D surveillance radar for Indian Air Force, for which orders have been placed. Earlier, we had made 180 km range. They have placed order for 7 numbers. The production agency is again the BEL. We are delivering it in 2008 and the balance by 2010. That means over a 2-year period, all these 7 radars will get delivered. This is an already established radar. Then you have the low-level micro radar, one for heavy artillery and one for the Air Force. The Air Force one is a 3D low-level lightweight radar. It is a 3-dimensional compact system for deployment on mountains for detection of aircraft, UAV and helicopters. The sensor acts as a gap filler. The range is 50 kilometers and weight 250 kg. The multi-target tracking is in 3 dimensions. It is system configured and quadrupod so that it can be disassembled and taken. The first system is expected to be delivered by January 2008. 21 numbers are planned to be supplied to Air Force under the MiG category. This was a very recent order. In fact, it was sanctioned only in December 2004. In fact, It makes use of certain components which we have already made. The other radar is Doppler Pulse Compression Radar Indra PC. This is again for Air Force. Earlier we had an Indra radar of 50 kilometers. Now it is a 90 kilometer one for fighter aircraft range detection and tracking of low flying aircraft in heavy ground terrain.